I haven't heard from Tina yet, so
I don't know where she's at. You want me to call her?
um, let's see. I can text her right quick.
Okay.
Oh, here she comes.
Okay.
Okay. There you are.
Yeah, we had a little trouble getting on. All right, it is 5 o'clock on January 17, 2024. So we will call the agenda setting meeting to order. Our first board order of business is approval of the agenda.
So moved, Madam Chair.
Thank you. All right. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right.
Mhm.
Next, we have the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The media has been properly notified. We have some approval of committee meeting minutes.
Madam Chair, I move we approve the November 13th committee meeting minutes and the December 4th meeting minutes and the December 18th meeting minutes.
I second.
Great. Can you just quickly display each of them,
Okay.
Robin?
Yeah, let me get caught up to you all.
I know.
Let's see. Computer, this is
All right.
November. Can you see it?
Yes. And keep scrolling up. Okay. And then the next one.
Okay, hold on. December. All right. Well, I missed. I did this. Do this. All right.
That's good.
Keep going.
Yep, I'm good with that. Now the next one.
Okay. Let's see.
It's the 18th.
Yep.
Okay. All right. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 All right. Next is our
Work session.
setting of the agenda for the work session. Yep, a week from Friday. And here's the draft. All right.
So I put on there the executive session, but I'm not sure if we need to be in executive session to discuss the public comments. Do you want that on there off, or what do we need to do with that? Because no action has been done. We've not made a decision with that yet.
Yeah, we didn't move forward. My well, my personal recommendation would be to keep it under executive session. One last time, I think we need a brief summary or whatever word we want to use of what the purpose of why we are revising them, and go from there, because I really think this is unfinished business. It did not move forward when we last discussed it, and I believe more than one board member was absent from the vote. So I think several were. So I don't know. What do you guys think? That would be Angela and Dick.
I don't want to hear from Regal on this.
We don't have to hear from anybody, but we need to move forward.
And if you all want me, I'm available by phone on that morning because I have to go out of state that day, but I'm available by phone.
What do you think, Angela?
I'm with Colonel Guy.
Okay. Well, so do you want the draft just to be voted up or down in public?
I would.
Okay.
So-
Angela?
I agree.
So I'll take it out of, so we don't need an executive session then, correct? Or,
I mean, I don't, I do think we need to do something, because right now, what I'm reading publicly isn't really, where case law stands today. That whole thing about removal, etc. Okay. So
what do I do?
What additional advice are we gonna get in executive session about it?
I don't know. We've already gotten the advice, I guess. Yeah.
So by executive session,
Okay.
we can.
Is there Wendy, is there anything else that needs to be added, or is there any updates to case law that we need to know about?
Yeah.
I could double check, but you could have it as an action item on you're going to discuss, you're going to be discussing, you're going to vote on whether to accept the public comments, I guess, the revisions to the public comment. When you had it before, there were a lot of board members that were missing from the session.
Yeah, that's what I remember too, Wendy. Yeah.
But I mean, if you want
And it
executive
was
session,
voted
can be
on, it just
summarized.
didn't, it was voted on, it didn't pass. So
Yeah, that's true.
it was, a vote was taken, it didn't pass. So something has to be done in either changing it or something. But what we presented before did not pass.
So, okay, so my question is, what would we need to go into executive session for? We can have a public discussion about it, can't we?
Yes,
Okay, let's have a public discussion about it.
Okay.
all right. So do we start our meeting at 9 o'clock then, since we're not gonna have an executive session?
Well, let's look at the whole thing and then we can decide that,
Okay,
because there seems to be quite a bit here.
You're going to take that away, right, Robin? Public session action is necessary.
Yeah.
Oh, the Riverview Charter School asked if they could have their presentation of their annual report at the beginning of the meeting, if that was okay.
Earl?
I was gonna ask the question, when are we gonna discuss, adult ed?
From our discussion yesterday in executive session?
No, I was told that the district is in the process, they wanna sell the building. And I think we need to discuss this, before this move forward.
Well, that would be something then I think in executive session, because it would be
Okay,
a real estate sale.
okay, all right. Thank you.
Does that need to, Dr. R, is that accurate? So that is something that possibly could have action?
We are looking at at that. Yes, that is something that we are looking at. We don't have any particular action on that at the moment, but that is something that we are looking at. I had a conversation with the adult ed individual person, Dr. Morel, who's in charge of it, and I guess she sent an email to you all after that conversation, but it wasn't something we were ready to discuss or have out there. But I think she sent something to you all.
So do you agree that if we're gonna if we're considering a real estate sale, that would be something that would be an executive session discussion?
It is an executive session discussion. I mean, there's really, I mean, there's nothing to bring to executive session for a conversation at the moment about it. You know what I mean? So, so I really don't have anything to bring forward because we haven't approached anybody about selling it. We haven't done anything like that. So I don't have anything to put in front of you for you as a board to say, yes, we approve of it or we don't,
Okay. All right. So after the public comments, so is that, I don't know, I mean, the bond resolution, Franny is coming from out of town.
Yeah, she needs to be on there first.
Who does?
Franny does need to be first because she's
Yeah, that
coming
doesn't
out of
seem
town.
right there.
Yeah.
So Riverview Charter just has to give us a presentation, correct?
Their annual report, right?
Yeah.
So whenever,
we
I mean, I
vote
guess
on it?
whenever you want them to, you have to approve it and I have to send it to the South Carolina Department of Education.
Okay.
I have to send the report up there.
So it seems like a good spot for them would be after Franny. They want to come in the morning.
Or maybe after the budget party discussion. I mean, maybe whatever time, Tanya.
Yeah, that seems like that kind of follows the bond resolutions. Okay.
Mhm.
Yes, Tanya.
I talked to Franny about the timing of her presentation, and she just asked not to. She asked it 10 o'clock or later. Morning's fine, but she's going to be traveling from Columbia, so just give her a couple of hours there.
All right. Well, let's put Riverview first then.
Just for everybody's information, been invited to attend the Riverview board meeting this coming Monday to talk about the execution of the referendum. I gave them a very brief introduction to it and a 3-minute open session, public comment session at their last board meeting, and they asked me to come back and give some more details. So I was going to talk them through the process. I'm not going to give them any specifics on the schedule, but talk them through the process, show them a copy of the construction updates we get every month. So how we track the way that the referendum is executed, and talk to them a little bit about the bonding and all of that. Just a general background that they asked me to come and talk to them about. And I've talked to Robert and got the information from Robert, and I've also talked with Tanya about some of the dollar pieces.
But that wouldn't be part of their annual report this year.
Oh, it won't be. I just wanted to let you know because it might
Okay.
be mentioned when they come in with their annual report.
Okay. All right, so that after them we'll have Franny and then the budget priority discussion that we talked about yesterday. And then these are the schools that have been identified by the state, that need, I guess I should say, attention. Anything else there, Dr. R?
Nope, that's it.
90-day plans? Okay.
We just
And
have to
who's
share the
gonna be
plan.
presenting?
Can you hear me? Yeah, we
Yeah.
just have to share the plan to you. We're gonna have somebody from ISD
Okay.
be managing that conversation. I think Dr. Stratos is out of town on that day, but she'll
Yeah.
be tuning in from virtually, but we'll probably have somebody on the ground from ISD.
Okay. I just think it would help, Robin, if we had identified with each agenda item, like budget priority discussion by board. Bond resolution presentation, Franny Heiser, and then Riverview Charter School, whoever's going to give it. I just think it makes
That's
it better
Liz
for the
O'Neill.
public.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Liz O'Neill will be giving that.
Okay, thank you. All right. And so who should we put down for the 90-day plans, Dr. R?
Just put Dr. Stratos.
Okay, thank you. All right. Now the strategic plan waiver, that sounds like you, Dr. R.
It's Nicholas
Okay.
Flowers.
Okay. Committee for naming the new school, that will be Robert and me, because that's one of my duties.
So do you want me to put your name down or put both you and Robert?
You can put both of us. Put Robert first, yeah. All right. So it seems like bond referendum lessons learned, that might be better earlier. It seems like that would go, I don't know, but I guess that's going to be just a board discussion, but we're going to probably have Robert as part of it, or yeah. So let's move the committee for naming the new school to just before the committee assignments. Because in a way that is a committee assignment.
Just before it?
Yeah, before the board committee assignments. Thank you. So Angela and Dick, any suggestions, comments, questions? Yeah, Dick.
Dr. R, are we able to get any more information about our situation with the ACE problem?
I have spoken with superintendent over there at in Jasper, and she's told me just as recently as Friday that she was going to send me 2 or 3 dates. I still don't have them, but if it's something you want to put on here, I think that's fine, because I can connect with her and say, hey, we got it on an agenda, and I need 2 or 3 dates specifically, so I can bring to our board as an option. So that might be beneficial, Colonel Geyer, if that's what you're thinking about.
This is a major, this has major budget impact.
Yep.
Possibilities.
Mhm.
So I think we really need to address it.
Yep, I agree. So
So
if
it
we
seems
want to
like
put, if we want to put that,
Go ahead.
I'm
Go ahead,
sorry,
Doctor.
I was just going to say, if we want to put that on there, then perhaps I can get a commitment for 2 or 3 dates that this board can settle on.
So to me, it seems like that should go after the budget priority discussion perhaps and before the 90-day plans? Yeah, and what do you want it titled, Dick?
Uh, Joint Beaufort County School District Board and ACE Board. And not ACE Board, Jasper County
Jasper?
concerning the ACE program, ACE funding. Let's just say that, ACE funding.
Okay,
So it's a joint meeting between the two boards regarding ACE funding. ACE
Funding, just put funding.
funding.
you can have BJA's, yeah, funding.
I'll clean it up.
Okay, that's fine. You get the,
I'll clean
we
it.
know it's, yeah.
Yes, it's
So
placeholder for now.
any other comments, from Dr. Rodriguez, additional topics? This looks like a pretty,
Full day.
yeah, full day. Exactly. That's a good.
Yeah, I think full day.
Uh-huh. You want to go to our cheat sheet that has the outstanding topics? There we go. Yeah, I don't know, I think what we already have is a full slate. Dick or Angela, think any of these could be added?
So are we talking about public comments? That's already on the agenda,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
So we can take that off.
Yeah.
I don't have it on here. Where we're gonna put it?
Oh, I thought we had
So
it.
this is the actual public comments that people get
Oh,
to
yeah.
speak to. So where are we going to put the discussion of public comments?
Right there.
Before, after they speak, before they speak?
After they speak.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
after, I agree.
Okay. Discussion of public comments or?
Policy.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
What time do you want to start?
Well, I'm always earlier is better, but I know there's others that's not the case. The other, what do you guys think?
8:30.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think we'll have a hard time going through all this if we start at 9.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
All right. I think we're good with that one then. Unless anybody has any other suggestions or comments?
Mhm.
Okay. Now, this would be, the next thing we need to look at is the agenda for the first February meeting. Here we go. And this is on February 6th, and this will be over at the Middle School Media Center on Hilton Head. Okay. And our usual stuff. So Wendy, in this executive session, will Gene Matthews have anything for us?
I will check with him to see if he has anything, but I will
Okay.
have, I'll be able to finalize the number after this Friday when I'm in, the mediation, but looks like I'm going to be updating you on 6 pending legal claims and 2 settled claims.
Okay. So I don't think does it really matter what the number is there? Because you're not revealing what each claim is anyway, so can't you
Well,
just
there
make it
was,
plural?
I was asked to state the number by a prior board member, and I did that as professional courtesy.
Oh, okay.
So, but I could say receipt of legal advice regarding pending legal claims and settled legal claims, and I would
Yeah.
still be in compliance with the FOIA.
Okay. Okay.
Because FOIA doesn't say the number, that was more professional courtesy.
Okay.
And be respectful to a prior board member.
Yeah. And that also would allow Gene Matthews,
Right.
automatically without having to change the agenda, et cetera.
Right, that's
Yeah.
right, that's
I think
right.
that's better personally.
Let's just do that, yes, if you all are okay with it. And Dr. Rodriguez,
fine.
if you're okay with that?
What are we
There are
doing?
no
I took a
objections?
call.
There are no
Receipt of
objections.
legal advice regarding pending legal claims and settled legal claims.
So we need to start at 5 or 4:30. What time?
Well, mine will be probably, I think I can do this in about 15 minutes or so, and I'll check with Gene and see what he wants to, if he wants to say anything to you. I don't
So
know
why
if
don't you
he
put it
does.
at 5 right now and then we'll
Let's
find
put it
out.
at 5. I
Yeah.
think, I don't know about project management software. I don't know how long that will take. Usually employment, personal ratification, adult at home school don't take that long.
No. Do you know Dr. R about the software topic?
That shouldn't take long.
Okay, well, let's leave it at 5, and if we need to push back, we can.
Yeah.
All right. Then we have our usual things. We're gonna have a student performance and student of the month. All right. And recognizing our school counselors, it looks like. Good. All right. I'll think about the chair report. Then under the superintendent's report, we're gonna have the school calendars, TCL Rising Tide, which Dr. R explained to me will be a choice program with our schools. And same with the USCB Hotel and Tourism Management. Anything to add there, Dr. R?
No, I think you cover it. I mean, we might change the name of the Rising Tide thing.
Okay.
We have-
Yeah.
But yes,
Okay.
it's a partnership with those two schools.
Yeah, and it might be good to list it that way on the agenda, that it's a partnership with these schools for additional choice programs, right?
Yeah.
Because that would mean something more to the public than the way it is right now.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Under board business action, we have a donation. In the consent agenda, we'll have meeting minutes. And then our usual things, the agenda topics, announcements, second public comments, and adjournment. So it looks like this is not a real heavy agenda, that we could put perhaps some of the 1 or 2 of those other items on our outstanding list. Okay, so the management by results, I do think would have to be a work session, and I think we have our next work session is March, correct?
Mhm.
So I would suggest the March work session for that. Doing another study on Act 388, I don't think Beaufort County School Board is going to be doing anything to Act 388. I mean, I don't think it's possible. If the legislators wanted to change that, that would be one thing, but there's nothing, it's a, state law. I just don't see how we could have any any substantial movement on that. I would personally take that off because I just don't think it's a board, how should I say,
It's
initiative.
not in our purview.
It's not, so,
Purview, and there's 69 counties that'll vote against it.
yeah, so,
And there's no way that we will ever be able to overturn that.
yeah, exactly. And it's not going to be overturned by the legislators unless there's absolutely a tax reform across the
Absolutely.
state.
And I think at a prior legislative breakfast, we had a member of the legislative delegation speak, I think, pretty clearly about the
Yeah, Dick
possibility,
and I were there. That's right.
possibility of that ever changing, right?
Now,
Well, you want me to take it off?
yeah, take it off completely because it's not within our purview. It's, there's really nothing we can do about it. The alignment of the pre-K curriculum, so that means align it to what?
That's a question that I think Dr. Wisniewski had, and I think she's just trying to sort out how it aligns with kindergarten and beyond.
Also Head Start, isn't it not?
Well, I'm not sure that's what she was talking about, but there's possibility around that. So to connect those dots,
So let's take off the public comments policy because we're going to address that here at the work session, so that can come off.
I'll put the date on there so that,
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
and then it'll come off at the next one.
Yeah, but the board did not approve was not the action from the
Right.
work session.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. All right. I don't know. Let's pick one of these. Does any, Dick or Angela, what do you think would be good? Dick.
I would suggest that the strategic review and management by results should be done together at a work session.
Okay.
So maybe in the March work session, put those two together because the strategic review and management by results are really intertwined.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I do too. Well, we could bring forward there was discussion that the board members possibly having school board members serve on other boards. And we could have a discussion of, if that's what the board's will is, how to go about that. Although obviously the other board has to be interested in having board members or a board member be on in their governing group.
I think that would fit in at next meeting.
Okay. So
Which
let's
other
move that
boards,
over.
which other boards would they be talking about? Because I'm already on a board.
Well, that's
So-
what we can decide, Angela,
Mhm.
is what boards would be a benefit.
USCB and TCO would be a possibility.
Yeah.
Does that go under board business action or where should we put that?
Yeah, I think that's the best place for it.
That fine discussion of board
Yeah,
members
I would just
serving
put
on-
other local
Yes,
boards. Well,
yes.
probably local boards. Yeah. All right. Anything else from, I think, go back to your list again. That seems like reasonable. I'm not certain what Mr. Smith had in mind with about Performing Arts Center. I don't think he's with us today.
No, he's not on.
Okay. Well, Angela and Dick, you think this is good for the February meeting?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Dick.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep. Okay. All right, Dr. R, do you have any other comments or requests or?
Nope, I do not.
Okay. So next we need to schedule our next meeting.
February 12th. It's a Monday, the week before the next meeting.
Let me just
like a
go to my
plan.
phone. February 12th.
For me,
Yeah, that would be fine with me. Is that good for you, Angela?
Yes, ma'am.
5 o'clock, as always?
As always.
Okay. All right, and Dr. R, you can make that too?
Yes.
Okay, so the next agenda setting will be 5 PM on Monday, February 12th, and we'll do it like we're doing via Zoom. And there being no further business, correct, Robin, tonight?
That's it.
That's it, all right. There are no objections, we'll adjourn.